Hello, Oklahoma. This is Emma White, your Mesonet Agricultural Outreach Specialist, here with your weekly Mesonet Weather Report. It's been wet this past week, especially from northwest all the way to eastern Oklahoma. The rains have been great for some crops, but they were not so great if you were trying to get your fall garden planted, as those little plants, or even if still seed, may have washed away. Some lighter rain may appear in the state, particularly for western and southern Oklahoma this weekend, as this forecast for Saturday shows. But overall, if you have not yet planted the fall garden and you are still intending to, the rain conditions are expected to be better for planting early this next week than they were last week. As this example table shows from the corn in the Panhandle, with cooler temperatures this past week and even somewhat this weekend as well, growing degree days, or GDD, have not accumulated as much this past week as one might expect of a normal August week. The lower GDD has also occurred in the cotton areas of southwest Oklahoma. The lower GDD has a chance of impacting crop progress a bit, such as for cotton, soybean, and even corn. However, with last week's rains, there is now ample soil moisture across several portions of the state for the crops. This map is showing the 16-inch % plant available water across the state. Generally, you want these numbers to stay above 50%. For which most of the state now has. But the southwest and the northeast could utilize some more rain. This map is as of August 26th, and so in between then and Labor Day, at least the northeast will have received ample rain. Southwest Oklahoma, however, at this time may be left out of the decent amount of precipitation the state received this past week. Gary McManus is now up next with your state climatology report.
Thanks, Emma, and good morning, everyone. Well, like we've seen a lot of times over the past 3 or 4 months, we had a little bit of a skirmish with drought once again building across the state, and once again some very timely rains have taken care of the problem, at least for the most part. Let's just get right to the new map and I'll show you. So we still have a little bit of a moderate drought up in north central and just to the southeast of the Oklahoma City metro area and far east central Oklahoma. Certainly better than what it was looking, just a couple of weeks ago as we started to see that drought build once again. We still have some abnormally dry conditions, that D0 yellow color around those moderate drought areas, signaling areas that have been flirting with drought, but hopefully we get even more rains and take care of this problem. Are you liking the October weather? Or are you really hoping that some of that summer weather comes back and you can get back in the pool? Well, it depends on your outlook, but the actual outlooks for the first week of September and a little bit beyond show increased odds of below normal temperatures, especially across the northwestern half of the state, and also increase or above normal precipitation, again, especially across the southern half of Oklahoma. So we might be in this fall-like pattern a little bit longer. Heck, we might be in it all the way up until actual fall. So once we see these things start to change, as we get farther and farther into September, we get fewer and fewer chances for those really hot days to really persist and come back. So possibly good news for those fall weather lovers. So it's a bit early for fall, but it might be sticking around. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.